Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Your upcoming album, Feel the Burn, will be released on September 18th. What can you tell about its genesis and lyrics?
It's Genesis, like how it all came about?
Process.
Okay. Well, I think we started the first two songs we wrote pretty quickly after finishing the tour for Sunbound album, which was the previous album, and then things just kind of slowed down like they do with this band. But we got off for a good start. But all in all, we just the idea of making another album, the next album, when we started talking about it, we needed to do something different, in terms of having done already five albums or something like that, and always the same way. So we wanted something different, and the first step was to hire a producer. This was the first time we used an outside guy, somebody outside the band, and that obviously made a huge difference in terms of how to approach the whole process, and Jimmy Westerlund, he did a great job. He knew the band inside out. He's a good friend and knows what we're all about, and he brought a lot to the table, songwriting wise and arrangement wise, and he recorded it and mixed it, so he played a big role, and it's this whole virus thing that kicked in this year kind of slowed things down a bit. It was right in the middle of the recording process, and Jimmy got really sick actually, and but we made it to the deadline, and the result is exactly what we hoped for. And of course, another thing, that kind of brings this band to another level. Not sure what level it is, but it's different, because obviously we have a new guitar player, so that makes a huge difference in terms of what the sound is like and everything. Yeah. But we're so pleased with the result.
That's good. And what about the lyrics?
The lyrics? Well, I tend to write all the lyrics, and the theme is pretty much. It's quite easy to write about the traditional, the ever-going battle between a man and a woman. So most of those songs kind of deal with that, but there's also different stuff there, like a lot of stuff that's easy to leave for the listener to get into. There's stuff like. A guy gets out of prison and just tries to walk the good path, but it's not going to happen because of the old habits. But you can also, if you listen to it without knowing this, you can kind of take it out of that context. So it's. And Jimmy also, when we were recording my vocals, we just sat down and rewrote a lot of the lyrics, just trying to come up with good sounding lines without losing the story of the song.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, from the album, 2 singles have been released, and from Night Drive there is also a video clip. What can you tell about it?
On a Night Drive?
Yeah.
Well, that's it's not the most obvious song for a single. Let's put it that way. It goes a bit deeper than that, but we just thought it was worth it, and we came up with this concept of this guy just driving around every night and kind of building a mystique about it, and I can tell you right now, the story continues. You get to hear a lot more from that guy. I mean, his story, why he's driving around at night, and but more about that later.
Okay. So from your latest post on the social media,
I have no idea what it is.
we can suppose that you are doing a new video. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
so what's the song that is coming next? If you
it's
can
actually most of the songs on the album. It's a short movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's exactly what this whole thing is about. I mean, it's about, you know, watching that short movie. You get to see the story of this guy who you see driving in that night drive video. That's his story.
So when it will be released,
I have no idea. After the album comes out.
So we have still to wait a bit.
Just a bit. Yeah.
Today you are playing here at Rock in the City in Pori. How do you feel about
Oh man, I mean we've been unemployed the whole year, so you can imagine how we feel. It's unbelievable to actually get to play in front of live audience again, and you know, because nothing beats that. That's the best part of the whole thing. That's why we do this. So it's been really frustrating, you know, obviously, you know, spiritually and financially and everything. But you know, it's a good thing that at least we get to do this.
Yeah, it's nice to be back.
Oh, absolutely.
And let's hope that in the future is going to get back into the normality.
Yeah, that's
because now is a question mark.
Everything is just, you know, everything's up in the air, and that's the most frustrating thing, because nobody knows about anything, and that just annoys the shit out of us, like everybody else. So you know, all you can do is live day by day and see what comes out.
So, what is the song you enjoy most to play live?
Personally, I think I'd have to say a song called "Shock" from the previous album, from Sunbound. I love that song. There's just something about that song that, you know, it's not like this high speed, you know, party rock kind of thing, but for some reason people really get into it, and I love the mood of that song.
Okay, so what's the plan for the future?
Oh, I'm just waiting at this point, you know. I mean, what else can you do? I mean, we're obviously, you know, looking forward to putting the album out and see what people think about it. But other than that, who knows? I mean, we're obviously in the state of, you know, ready, set, and we're just waiting for the word go. And when that happens, we're gonna take off like a fucking bullet from a gun, you know.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, we have done with this interview. Thank you so much for your time. Would you like to say something to your fans?
Just hang in there. You know, everybody. I mean, at some point things are gonna turn for better, and until then, check out Feel the Burn, because I think it makes you feel good.